Today on the Canadian Way, a presentation of the 1951 GMC 3100 StepSide. GMC mean Growing Manly Cucumber. I've borrowed this GMC from Ste-Rose Auto. Ste-Rose Auto is a used car dealer specialized in very exquisite car of all kind. Every car over there is in showroom condition and are very exquisite. So I highly recommend you to go check out their inventory, link in the description below.
Bonjour, hi. Massive thank you to Ste-Rose Auto to let me show you around this truck. What is the GMC 3100? The GMC 3100 was part of the advanced design plan, which was a plan to build truck from every size, from half a ton all the way to real truck, created by GM. They also build the Chevrolet 3100, which I have over there, soon for sale at Ste-Rose Auto. It began in 1947 and lasts until 1956, and during that period, GM sold 2 million units of these trucks. Over here I have the 3100 series, which is a half a ton truck, or like if you prefer nowadays, a 1500. And it was the predecessor of the Sierra. It was new. This truck started around $1,400 US. $1,400. It's like 2 weeks of working to get a brand new truck. It's crazy. Nowadays, they were $40,000 to $50,000 because they're now valuable, they look nice, and they're collectible. Today, I'm going to show you around this truck and show you from how far pickup comes. GMC 3100 look really nice. It will turn head if you drive it around the street. Also, like every modern truck, it's fairly tall. I mean, it's around 6 foot high, which is pretty surprising actually. In the 50s, car designing were in transition. Earlier car from the 30s has the hood and the side fender right around here, and they have the wheel here with an arch on it. But they start to bring the fender over the wheel in the 50s, which really give a special look to this truck. Nowadays, the fender are flush with the door, but back then, every truck were like this. Another part of the transition in design is the headlight. Before, the headlights were mounted around here, but now they're over there. And you also have your blinker over here, which is massive and big, but it's hard to see from the side profile. You have a massive chrome grille, but a real one. This is real chrome, not plastic like new pickups. And you have a massive front bumper made out of chrome too. Center of the truck here, you have a little stripe that keep up with the design of the split windshield. Split windshield is just so beautiful. They should really start thinking about bringing back this kind of design. Or maybe not, because it won't fit. No, they shouldn't. But anyway, and you have here a vent that brings some fresh air in the truck and that you can close. You also have tiny wipers on each side made out of real chrome again, and this massive antenna. It's I mean this is like a 3 or 4 feet antenna. This is really big. Over here we have the Chevy version, and as you can see, the blinker are different and the grille is also different. You got a much bigger grille, again all chromey, and the Chevy look more elegant than the GMC. GMC look more tough, and this is more elegant. This Chevy, being more luxurious, has this logo over here, which look fantastic, but it's not pedestrian safety approved. Over here we have the StepSides option, which is a pretty researched option nowadays because it give a look very cool to the truck. The objective of the StepSides is here. It's just to make the access easier to the bed. That's it. But look how cool it looks. Tires on that truck are brand new. They're 215/75 R18. They're pretty cheap to replace, and they're not that big compared to new trucks, which are like 275 70 or 2015,026.9 explosion. The door has this round shape which make it look very bulky, and you got your little small window, but you're sitting next to it so you see very well. And you got this optional here light to see when you're working late at night. You also have your mirror, which is again made out of real chrome, but notice there's no mirror on the passenger side, but the Chevy over there got mirror on both sides. Most new truck has a flat surface on the bed, but this one here has a massive fender flare with a huge piece of metal here that fit perfectly with the rest of the truck, and it gives a really muscular look to the vehicle, although you lose some space in the bed. This truck comes with these rack of wood here, which were an option at the time, and they look very cool. A very nice preserved truck. The rear end look very nice. You got this small, not really thick bumper. Nowadays pickup have huge bumper, but this one is just a small stripe of real chrome, and it look really nice. You have these little lights for your brake, and no backup light. It's just this. And you got your tailgate, which is written on it GMC with again a chrome logo and a little chrome stripe here, which looks again very muscular and work here. Open the tailgate. It's not like nowadays there's no handle, so you need to undo this latch over here, and you can put it right here, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna be very careful. The tailgate will fall, so you have to be very careful. Once the tailgate is over here, you take back your latch and put it back in on each side. And it really shows that we come a long way in terms of tailgating. Over here, you have some screws to hold your logo, and it will affect the way you put your stuff in your truck. You also have a wood bed, not plastic. A wood bed, and it looks very nice, although it doesn't protect the side, as you can see, so the paint will get scratched over the years. 51, this truck has 8 pieces of woods in the tailgate, but in 52 it become 7 pieces. That's how you save money. You take out a piece of wood.
The door is very simple. There's no storage space. It's all metal with a little bit of rubberized material over here. You got your door handle over here. You got your handle for your windows, and you got a little small window over here that's open to let air through the vehicle. It's very nice. There's no system that retains the door. The only thing that retains it is when you open it to its maximum. As you can see, it goes right there, and that's it. But otherwise, there's nothing that retains it. You also have the handle over here, which control the exterior light. Like every vehicle from this era, there is no seat belts at all, and as you can see, the seat is just a massive long seat that you can sit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 person if you want. And even for back in the day, it really shows that pickup were dedicated to attract women, because you can sit close to the person you love. By the way, ladies, I'm still single. The presentation and material they use in these vehicles are very nice, but the build quality from that era isn't that great. Over here we have the steering wheel, and as you can see, there's no bottom on it, no nothing, it's just a steering. And look how wide it is. It is almost 2 feet wide. It's gigantic. Over here you have your flasher switch, which is unlabeled, and it is really sturdy. It feels really nice. Right behind the steering wheel you have the column shifter. It's like a manual shifter, but it's behind the steering wheel. The first gear is here, second is there, third is here, which is really weird to use. You don't see that anymore. At the time it was an option to have it on the floor. It was like, oh, you got a 3-speed floor mounted shifter? Oh yeah, what a great option, wow. Let's talk a bit about the visibility of that truck. Well, I got a split window, which looked very nice from outside, but as you can see, it cut a bit of my visibility, and I don't know where the front end is finishing. This is what I see right now. Also, look at the mirror, how small he is. I mean, this is my hand next to the mirror. It's a very small mirror, and from where I'm driving, this is my rear view mirror, And as you can see, the light is on the way. So it was an afterthought. And on the passenger side, there's no mirror. There is no mirror. So if you want to back up, you have to turn your head. One thing though, I got windows for my blind spot, as you can see, on each side, which is very, very nice. In your cluster, you have your speedometer, and you have your battery power, your oil pressure, your temperature, and your gasoline. Otherwise, there's nothing there. As you can see, there's no screen or anything. It's just the basic stuff you need to work with your truck. Next to the speedometer, you have a little C over here. You pull on it and it activates the choke, because this vehicle being whole, it has a choke to start. There's no infotainment system in that truck. There's only a radio, which was updated to a modern one. And actually the original radio was only AM, if it has it, because it was an option. That's right, radio option. Like every vehicle from that era, you got an ashtray. Right now I'm sitting in the driver's seats. It's a bench seat, and I can clearly see the fan for the heating system, and it is written on it GM.
Beginning the mechanic, I have to open the hood. No latch inside. I got a latch over here. As you can see, the hood that the strut that hold it in place, but it's not an hydraulic strut, it's a spring. Very cool. Under the hood of that GMC, you're gonna find only straight 6 engines, no V8. Because this is a 3100, it is a 216 cubic inch engine, or 3.5 liter for modern people. It produces 92 horsepower, and torque, unfindable. But it produced 92 horsepower. We can expect it, in that time they were more torquey. We can expect around 120 foot-pound of torque, something like this. This truck won't be fast, trust me. You have 3 options of transmission: a 3-speed manual with the column, which we have here, a 4-speed manual, or a 4-speed automatic. There's also no 4-wheel drive available, and fuel economy is, forget it, there is no economy there. It has front and rear drum, front and rear leaf spring suspension, and front and rear solid axle, which is pretty rudimentary. This truck weighs 1,168 kilo. It weighs nothing. So overall, the GMC 3100 is, as you expect, outdated. But this is what makes its charms, and now you know from how far pickups come. So massive thank you to Ste-Rose Auto to let me show you around this truck, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.